All right, so a few days ago, they released the final character for Dragon Ball Fighters Z. I don't know if they're going to do another season of characters. I kind of think they will. But for now, that's it. So, of course, the last character is Dragon Ball Super's version of Broly. And I gotta admit, it's really cool to take the two characters and play them against each other to look at the differences. Like, the OG Broly is double his size. It's interesting. I didn't know that he was so much bigger. And I think that they take this seriously and try to scale the characters appropriately. So it's just interesting how much bigger that character is. Now, of course, why am I talking about this? I don't talk about DLC characters, right? The reason I'm talking about this is, of course, because, the new voice replacement for Broly has arrived, which, of course, is Johnny Yong Bosch. You probably know him from a few animes, but I think most people know him from Power Rangers. He was, of course, the replacement for the original Black Ranger, Zack. He came in as Adam, and he was with the franchise, I think, at least up until Power Rangers Turbo, and then he left with the rest of the characters. And then ever since Power Rangers, I believe he's done a lot of voiceover work. I remember him from Trigun and a couple of other stuff. I think Trigun was his first role. I'm not positive on that, but anyway, he does anime work, and he's also the new voice for Broly. It was really interesting leading up to this because they never said anything. In fact, when they released trailers for the new character, they never showed any of the English voices, and they never did a dubbed version for the trailer, which I believe they always did before. It was like they purposely just didn't want to say anything. And then finally, it was revealed because some guy streamed the game, and everyone was quick to point out it was JYB who was voicing the character. Now, it's unfortunate. We can't... Vic's not coming back, and it sucks. But at least the new guy is good. I think he's a talented guy. And as far as I know, they're friends. I know Vic did speak to him. And in fact, he confirms that right here. Somebody says, make Vic proud. Heartbroken that, he's not coming back. But we all knew that he was going to get recasted. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. And at least two of his roles now have gone to JYB, who's a good dude. And he says it right here. Of course, he's talking about speaking to Vic. He says, "We talked briefly about it. Of course, he'd rather continue, but in light of the situation, he's glad it's me. He's a great actor, and these are big shoes to fill." And I think that that's a great response. It's very humble. And, you just don't see voice actors that are very humble. Most of them have come off as arrogant pricks, and I haven't liked many of them. JYB here seems to be a very nice guy, and I guess, if it's got to go to somebody, at least it's going to him. However, nothing can go off without a hitch. Somebody came in and actually was trying to pull some crap on him. The account got nuked, by the way, is Mr. Doorknob. What kind of stupid name? I believe this was probably a sock account for some. And we have no idea of knowing who it is, obviously. But they came in and said some really stupid stuff after people were congratulating Johnny on his role. He said he expected some drama. I didn't think there was going to be any drama, and there really wasn't. This was really it. This Mr. Doorknob guy came in and said this. So this was the big thing that set everything off. "I guess I set some fans off with this tweet, so I figured I'd clarify. One of the female hosts who worked with him on the old anime TV podcast web show he hosted complained that he would make her wear short skirts, revealing outfits to bring in views, even though she didn't want to." This was, of course, in response to this. You can see it got ratioed to hell. 64 comments and no likes. I want to point out that this Mr. Doorknob guy did nuke his account. It's gone. It was obviously a sock puppet looking to start some crap. Johnny did not take that laying down. Came in and just said facts all over the place. Look, even tagged Bang Zoom in there and said, "Why don't you run down my IMBD? Why don't you hit up every girl I've ever worked with? You're not going to hear nothing." And pretty much laid that guy to rest. Everyone came in and it was getting his back, and I did like that. I don't think he deserves any kind of hate for taking the role. I think he seems like a good dude. I hear he's a good dude, and he's got the blessing of Vic. I think that's pretty much enough. He seems humble. He's not bothering anybody, and it was unfortunate that he had to go there, but he did address it. And this is how stuff starts. You think back to what happened with Vic with Manjaw, of course, the person who started everything, tweeting out one thing, which of course was retweeted by about 200 voice actors, and that's here we are now with everything that went down. So he squashed that real fast, and it was good to see. For the most part, though, there's not really been any drama, and people have been pretty happy with his performance. It's tough to tell because, for the most part, this version of Broly in the game just yells. As far as I could tell, I did a little playing around with the character because I just wanted to see how he performed. He mostly just yells, and there's very little dialogue. I think he says like I, and then that's it. So until another game comes out, I'm not sure if we're going to get that much dialogue. I almost wonder if they purposely kept the dialogue down. Who knows? He had a few roles in the movie, but for the most part, even in the movie, the character just screamed and yelled all over the place. But either way, congratulations to Johnny. I hope everything works out. And of course, I still hope things bounce back for Vic, but this is where we are now. And I'm glad that, he was able to take this role and not have to be bothered by any other than one jackass. Everything went off pretty fine without a hitch, and no one really bothered him. So I was glad to see that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to comment on the drama and stuff in case anyone hasn't heard about this. I just have been watching to see if anything really popped off other than that. And so far, nothing has, and that's a good thing. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Give me your thoughts. What do you think about the new Broly? What do you think about Johnny? Give me your thoughts on that. Also, check out the links in the description. A couple things you can do if you want to help the channel. Check out the links in the description. Hit the notification bell. Likes and comments and sharing the video, particularly likes and comments, really help push videos in the algorithm. So if you could consider, giving me some engagement, I really appreciate that. And that's pretty much it. Like, subscribe, check out the links, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.
Hello there.